You close your eyes for a moment, trying to calm the storm raging inside your chest. When you open them again, you face the reflection in the mirror before you. Who is this person you barely recognize? The eyes, once bright and full of life, now seem dull, surrounded by deep circles that tell stories of restless nights. The tense expression on your face is like a mask you can't remove. You sigh deeply, feeling the invisible weight pressing down on your shoulders. It's as if a dark, dense cloud constantly hovers over your head, a shadow that obscures even the sunniest days. This cloud has a name: anxiety. It has become your unwelcome companion, silently infiltrating every aspect of your life. You try to pull yourself together, adjusting your clothes as if that could somehow organize the internal chaos. But it's futile. Your heart races without warning, as if it's about to leap from your chest. Your hands, once steady and confident, now tremble slightly, covered in a cold sweat that no external heat seems able to dissipate. Breathing, something so natural and automatic, has become a constant struggle. You find yourself gasping for air, as if you've run a marathon, even though you're standing still. The air feels scarce, insufficient, making each breath a conscious and painful effort. You look at the clock. The minutes drag on like hours. The day that has barely started already feels endless. You feel trapped in a vicious cycle of worries and fears feeding off each other. The future, which once stretched before you as a path full of exciting possibilities, now presents itself as a frightening maze, full of invisible traps. The present slips through your fingers like fine sand. You try to hold on to it, to live in the moment as many advise, but your mind insists on projecting itself into an uncertain future. The what-ifs multiply like weeds in an unkempt garden, choking any positive thought that tries to sprout. You step away from the mirror, unable to face the reflection of your own vulnerability any longer. You take another deep breath, trying to muster the courage to face another day. Anxiety is there, a constant and suffocating presence. But something inside you, a small flame of hope that refuses to go out, whispers that there must be a way out of this emotional labyrinth. It is with this thin thread of hope that you cling to as you prepare to face the challenges the day will surely bring. You sit on the edge of the bed, hands clasped in your lap, as your mind wanders to the past. How did you get to this point? The question echoes in your consciousness, provoking a mix of nostalgia and anguish. You remember a time that now seems so distant, when you faced life's challenges with a confident smile and determined steps. The contrast with your current state is painfully stark. Now, even the simplest daily tasks have become seemingly insurmountable mountains. Preparing a meal, answering a call, or simply leaving the house, once routine activities, have become sources of overwhelming stress. Anxiety, like a distorted lens, magnifies each obstacle, making you constantly doubt your own abilities. Nights, which should be a refuge of rest, have turned into a silent battlefield. You toss and turn in bed, the sheets wrapping around you as if trying to hold you captive. Your mind, unable to calm down, becomes an unending whirlwind of negative thoughts and catastrophic scenarios. Each frightening possibility seems more real and likely in the darkness of the early morning. Dawn arrives, bringing with it an exhaustion that penetrates your very bones. It's as if you've run a marathon in your dreams, leaving you drained before the day has even begun. The fatigue accumulates day after day, week after week, making it increasingly challenging to cope with the demands of daily life. You wonder how others manage to make it seem so easy, so natural. Your relationships, once a source of joy and comfort, now suffer under the weight of your internal struggle. You gradually distance yourself from the people you love, fearing being a burden, worried about not meeting expectations, or contaminating others with your negativity. Unanswered messages pile up, declined invitations become more frequent. Loneliness grows, silent yet relentless, feeding even more into your fears and insecurities. At work, you strive to maintain a facade of normalcy. You put on a mask of competence and calm, but inside, it feels as if you are screaming in silence. Every task feels like a trial by fire, every social interaction, a test you fear failing. Frustration grows as you watch your colleagues navigate the day with apparent ease, while you struggle just to keep your composure. In rare moments of clarity, when the fog of anxiety lifts momentarily, you question deeply, is this what life has become? A constant battle against your own thoughts? The idea that you might be doomed to live in this mental prison, hostage to your fears and worries, is almost unbearable. You watch the world outside, people coming and going, living their lives. There seems to be an abyss between you and them, as if you are observing everything through a foggy glass. The life you dreamed of, the plans you made, the aspirations you nurtured, all seem to be slipping through your fingers, carried away by the relentless current of anxiety. Yet, even amid this whirlwind of negative emotions, something inside you refuses to give up completely. It's a stubborn spark of hope, small but resilient. It whispers that there must be a way out of this emotional labyrinth, that this cannot be your final story. It's this tiny light that keeps you searching, even if hesitantly, for an escape, for relief, for a chance to rediscover the person you know still exists beneath the layers of fear and worry. As the day progresses, you prepare for another battle against your internal demons. The journey seems endless, the destination uncertain, but that spark of hope, no matter how small, drives you to take another step, to try once more. Because deep down, you know you deserve more than this. You deserve peace, joy, and a full life. And with this thought, you rise, ready to face another day, hoping that today might be the day things begin to change. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe deeply, slowly. Feel the air entering your lungs, expanding your chest. Now, release it slowly. Repeat this process a few times. Notice how this simple act can bring a sense of calm, even if only momentary. This is your first step toward regaining control. Understand that what you are feeling is real and completely valid. Anxiety is not a sign of weakness or a character flaw. It's a challenge that millions of people face daily. You are not alone on this journey, even if it sometimes feels that way. There is a whole community of people who understand exactly what you are going through. Try to accept your feelings without judgment. Anxiety is like a wave in the ocean. It grows, reaches its peak, and then subsides. Don't fight against it. Instead, observe it as a curious spectator. Acknowledge its presence, but remember, you are not your anxious thoughts. They are temporary visitors, not your permanent identity. Practice kindness toward yourself. The critical voice in your mind is not your friend. Speak to yourself the way you would speak to a dear friend going through difficulties. Replace self-criticism with words of encouragement and understanding. This is hard, but you're doing the best you can is much more helpful than "you should be able to handle this better." Consider seeking professional help. A specialized therapist can provide valuable tools for managing anxiety and address the deeper issues that may be fueling this feeling. There is no shame in asking for help. In fact, it's an act of courage and self-care. Take care of your body with the same diligence you care for your mind. A balanced diet, regular exercise, and adequate sleep can work wonders for your mental health. Small lifestyle changes, such as reducing caffeine or taking a daily walk, can have a surprisingly positive impact. Practice gratitude daily. Even on the darkest days, there is always something to be thankful for, no matter how small. It might be the warmth of the sun on your face, the taste of your breakfast, or a kind smile from a stranger. Focusing on the positive aspects, no matter how insignificant they may seem, can gradually shift your perspective. Establish a self-care routine. Set aside moments in your day, even if they are just a few minutes, for activities that bring you peace and joy. It could be reading a few pages of a book, listening to your favorite music, meditating, or simply sitting in silence and appreciating nature. These moments are investments in your well-being. Remember that you are stronger than you think. Look back and see how many challenges you have faced and overcome in your life. This phase will pass as well. You have within you all the resources needed to win this battle. Anxiety may be a part of your life now, but it doesn't have to define it forever. The journey to overcoming anxiety is rarely linear. There will be ups and downs, good days and bad days. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small it may seem. Did you manage to get out of bed today? Victory. Did you have a healthy meal? Another victory. Did you respond to that message you were avoiding? Another victory. You are evolving, even if you don't always notice it. Allow yourself to dream again. Anxiety may have clouded your vision of the future, but it's still there, full of possibilities. Start small. How about planning something enjoyable for next weekend? Or thinking of a new hobby you'd like to try? Gradually, rekindle the spark of hope and enthusiasm for life. Finally, remember, this moment, as difficult as it is not your final destination. It is just a part of your journey. With patience, perseverance, and the right tools, you can and will find your way back to peace and joy. You deserve a full and happy life. And with every small step, every conscious breath, every act of self-care, you are moving in that direction. Trust the process. Trust yourself. You are stronger than your anxiety, and one day, not too far off, you will look back and see how much you have grown through this challenge. Now, let's say a prayer. I close my eyes and seek a moment of silence amid the whirlwind of my thoughts. I breathe deeply and begin. God, loving Father and infinite source of peace, I come to you with a heavy heart and a restless mind. I feel like a leaf in the wind, shaken by storms of worry and fear. I ask you, Lord, to calm the tempest that stirs within me. May your powerful and comforting light dispel the shadows of fear and uncertainty that cloud my thoughts. Heavenly Father, give me the strength to face each day with renewed courage. Sometimes I feel so fragile, so unable to handle the challenges that arise. But I know that in you, I find my refuge and my fortress. Help me to see beyond my immediate concerns, to find beauty and purpose even in the most challenging moments of my journey. Lord, may I feel your constant presence by my side. In times when loneliness seems to engulf me, remind me that I am never truly alone. You are with me in every step, in every breath. Fill me with your peace that surpasses all understanding, guarding my heart and mind against the attacks of anxiety. God of love, teach me to trust you completely. It is so difficult sometimes when everything seems uncertain and frightening. Help me to place my fears and anxieties in your loving hands. May I rest in the assurance of your care, knowing that you have plans for my life, plans that go beyond what I can see or imagine at this moment. Father, grant me wisdom to care for myself as you care for me. Show me how to be kind to my own soul, how to nourish my spirit with your word and your presence. Guide me to seek help when needed, to accept the support of those you place in my path. Lord, transform me. May I be an instrument of your peace, not only for myself, but for everyone around me. In moments when I feel weak, remind me that your strength is made perfect in my weakness. Use even this struggle with anxiety to shape me, to make me more compassionate, more understanding of the struggles of others. Thank you, my God, for your unconditional love that sustains me even when I can't feel it. I am grateful for your grace that carries me when my strength falters. Thank you for each new day, each new opportunity to experience your goodness and mercy. In your powerful name I pray, confident that I will be heard and answered, not because I deserve it, but because you are good. Help me walk in faith, knowing that you are in control, even when I don't understand your ways. May your peace, which surpasses all understanding, guard my heart and mind. May your perfect love cast out all fear, and may your light shine through me, even on the darkest days. Amen. As we conclude this reflection, I want you to pause for a moment and take a deep breath. Feel the air entering and leaving your lungs. In this simple act of breathing, remember, You are more than your anxiety. It is just a part of your story, a chapter being written now, but not the end of your book. Look out the window, if you can. See the vastness of the sky, the passing clouds. Just as they do, your troubles will also pass. Nature constantly teaches us about the impermanence of things. The seasons change, storms dissipate, and after the darkest night, the sun always rises. You have within you a strength you may not have fully discovered yet. It is a resilience that will likely surprise you in the most unexpected moments. This strength is not about never falling, but about rising every time it is necessary. Allow yourself, from now on, to dream again. Dreams are the fuel for the soul. They propel us forward even when the path seems difficult. Believe in better days, for they will come. Hope is not an escape from reality, but an anchor that keeps us steady amid life's storms. Remember, the journey you are on may be challenging, but you are not alone in it. There are people around you, some you know and others you will come to know, who are ready to reach out and offer support. Do not be afraid to reach for that outstretched hand. Accepting help is not a sign of weakness, but of courage and wisdom. May the words shared here not be just letters on a screen, but seeds of comfort planted in your heart. My wish is that they grow and flourish, bringing light to your dark days and courage to your moments of doubt. Nurture these seeds, water them with kindness and patience toward yourself. Never forget, you are loved, you are valuable, you are capable. Anxiety may be a part of your life now, but it does not define who you are. It is merely a temporary obstacle on your journey, not your final destination. And you, my friend, have within you everything you need to overcome it. As you move forward, carry with you the certainty that each new day brings the promise of a fresh start. Each morning is a blank page, a new opportunity to write a different story. Your future is full of wonderful possibilities, many of which you probably can't even imagine yet. So go in peace. Face one day at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 minute at a time if necessary. Celebrate every small victory, no matter how minor it may seem. Be kind to yourself on the tough days. And above all, keep the flame of hope alive in your heart. You are stronger than you think, more resilient than you imagine, and more loved than you know. Anxiety may be part of your journey, but it is not your final destination. There is a world of possibilities waiting for you beyond this challenge. Move forward with courage, with hope, and with the certainty that, step by step, you are building a brighter future. Believe in yourself, because I believe in you. The best is yet to come.